if you're new here, I'm Kaninti, and if you're already watching my One Piece Chill channel, welcome back. Today we are going to read the latest chapter of One Piece, number 1153, so of course, spoiler alert if you're not up to date with manga, but let's see what this chapter has. Let's go. It's called The Birth of Loki, which is very exciting. And we have a cover page with another volume of Holinari Shrine Pilgrimage, volume 37, Kikunojo, Daimyo of Ringa, and Boss Cho. Okay, oh, Yamada looks so happy to see her. That is really cute. Kiku is a Daimyo of Ringa now? I kinda missed that. Should I remember this, or is this new piece of information? Oda Sensei's note. I bought an emu figure. It's kind of funny. A plush is supposed to come out as well. Can't wait to play with it. What? There's an emu figurine? Oda Sensei just goes out and buys this stuff. I don't know, that sounds kind of crazy. I bet he could get it for free, no? I guess it's nice he supports. Okay, wow, it looks rather cute. Oh my gosh, it actually looks adorable. But the chapter, venturing into the past, Dory and Brogy shared a wild childhood with Harald, the Prince of Elbaf. Oh my gosh, they are completely tiny here. Toddlers or something, I suppose. This is hilarious. Born into the bloodline of the ancient giants, the prince possessed a colossal body, monstrous strength, and high status. Yeah, he is like even bigger than Dory and Brogy. He grew into an arrogant and unruly rogue that no one could rein in. What a bore. Everyone outside Elbaf is pathetically weak and puny. He is complaining. Yeah, he looks much older now. Ain't that right, guys? Exactly, sir. It's just as you say. Yeah, he's taking up a lot of space on the ship. The Kingdom of Bond, New World. Come one, come all, standing 10 meters tall. Each of her steps is an earthquake. Her roar is thunder itself. She's one of the world's elusive giants, hailing all the way from Elbaf. Take a gander at Ida. Whoa, get away from the cage, it's dangerous. So, this giant woman, she was caged and used in some kind of circus. Yeah, it must be some kind of traveling circus. And I wonder, like, is she playing for the circus? Is she just part of the circus and she is getting money actually? It takes balls to turn one of us giants into a roadside attraction, Harald saying very angrily. So I suppose this is his love interest. Let's see. Barahaha, yahahaha. They were full stomach Elbaf. We sure showed them. Who are you? Okay, so we kind of miss the part where I guess the attack happened, but I bet Harald came in and saved her. Or I bet she was just working there and getting the money. And she's asking, like, who the fuck are you? Well, she didn't say the fuck, but she thought it. No need to thank me. I'm the king of Elbaf. I couldn't just sit back while they slighted my homeland. And she slaps him hard. No way, your majesty, King Harald. Oh my gosh, his face. Look at his face. Turn this ship around. You need to apologize. A lot of people got hurt, she's saying. Yeah, they probably like beat everyone really hard. Are you crazy? You want to go back to that puny doll kingdom? Harald is screaming at her and she looks still so angry. She looks so cute. I love her design. I love how she looks very different to the standard pretty One Piece woman, but she still looks so gorgeous and so cute and funny. You want me to rough you up? She's saying, oh, King Harald. And she continues punching him. That's how the love story usually starts in One Piece, I suppose. They took me in and gave me work. After finding me adrift at the brink of death, I knew it, on the brink of death. Thanks to their kindness, I was able to earn enough to eat and recover from my injuries. Little dolls, what the hell is that supposed to mean? You just happened to be born big. Your strength is a quirk of fate. Don't kid yourself into thinking you are better than the humans, you arrogant disgrace. She is so right. This kind of crap is why all of us, other giants, are always lumped in with you Elbaf savages. So there were some giants like living outside of Elbaf who didn't feel the same as, I guess, the people of Elbaf felt at the time, this kind of warrior nation. And that is interesting. And she obviously maybe opened his eyes to the other side of things. Like, don't think so highly of yourself. These people were actually so nice to me. They helped me. They gave me work, and you just attacked them like this kind of violent savage. And maybe that's how also the changes in Elbaf started. It was the path to those changes in Elbaf that we see now. How it's not this warrior nation anymore, but a more, how to say it, calm and friendly nation, let's say. I was just born big, he realizes. And he is looking how she's helping the people here rebuild everything after he destroyed everything, and how they are smiling at her happily, and she's smiling back. See, she's very cute, man. King Harald, are we setting sail? What are you guys spacing out for? Huh? Help them rebuild, you imbeciles, Harald is saying. That miniature model city of theirs. Yes, okay, the power of... Well, I think she really impressed him with her words. I think he also thought that she's cute. So that's kind of part of it. Their construction techniques are completely different. We'll teach you some stuff for when you get back to Elbaf. Oh, that's helpful. Your use of spices is something too. I've never eaten anything with this much flavor before. So we have some cultural, how to say it, exchange. They are teaching some things maybe to each other, learning something from each other, and the quality of your fabrics. They're so sophisticated. Humans sure are good with their hands. There's some more panels. I guess Harald is apologizing to the king of this nation because she kind of encouraged him to. Her name was Ida. She's really cool. Okay. Then he is talking to some humans. I guess this was this kind of turning point for Harald. We got presented this kind of giant that is so wild, unruly rogue, etc. But then he met this person that made him change his outlook on life, which is quite interesting. Look at it like this, Harald. The destruction of anything in this world is a waste. Oh, and here they are all having a party together, dancing around under the moon. That is cute. Oh my gosh, these little details in the background are really nice, with all the people. What is this? Clown must be also from the circus she's working in on the previous page. That is cute. I was born on Samuanai Island in the South Blue, Ida is saying. Samuanai Island. Was it translated at some point? I can't Google it, so maybe this island is some kind of new island, or it was translated kind of differently before and I just don't recognize the Japanese name. One thing led to another, and I ended up on these seas, she's explaining. You went over the blood-soaked serpent. Are you talking about the red line? Well, yeah, I did, but I can't go back now. I guess their conversation is just happening here in parallel with them kind of exploring the world together. So they are meeting some tribe here, both looking goofy and smiling. I love this. Come to Elbaf. We are not as savage as you think. I bet Harald is saying. Yeah, maybe I judged you too harshly. She is answering. And we have another scene of Harald maybe bringing some fish to the villagers. Though it looks like a shark. Are sharks tasty? Or is this more like this shark was attacking you and I beat it? You're welcome kind of situation? King Harald has really changed. It's kind of creepy. Hopefully it's just a phase. Guys, he became nice and you are unhappy about this. And we see Harald and Ida chatting happily, watching the sunset. That's very romantic. Gosh, it could become like it could be one of my favorite romances in One Piece. That is so wholesome. Elbaf, 105 years ago. Up until now, we've committed countless sins, and it's time we atone for them. I bet Harald is saying, "What's wrong with you, Harald?" Yeah. As king, I intend to frequently travel overseas. I hope to extend a hand of reconciliation to our neighbors and learn from their cultures. Our land can become more prosperous if we learn from the world. Dory, Brogy, and the others will never stop running wild. Someone is screaming from the crowd. Wah! That's true. But the Harald continues. I go way back with those two. They have always had an unusual disposition. They've never failed to treat humans fairly and honorably. Okay, and to this, the crowd is saying, that is true. We can still hold on to our warrior ways, right? Crowd is asking, and Harald answers. We may have to reconsider some traditions if other countries feel threatened. Yeah, so as I was saying, that's where it's coming from, because Ida has changed his outlook on life. That's how we have Elbaf that it is today, Sababa, what a change. Bohaha. I love everyone's different laughs. Seems there's a tumultuous journey ahead, elders are saying. Harald is, no, Elbaf is blessed. Okay, that is cute, but the chapter is called Birth of Loki. So let's see. Say we exchange diplomats with other nations. We could build a deeper cultural understanding. And we see Harald, I guess, trying to bond with this nation, bringing them some giants alcohol, and maybe judging from the barrels, this nation wants to share their alcohol with the giants. I see. So it's like a fancy hostage deal, huh? That's what? That's how exchange diplomats is like a fancy hostage deal. Okay, that's interesting way to view it. That's not it at all. People need to forge connections. Otherwise, international cooperation is impossible. I guess Ida was explaining. And we see her sleeping here. That is such a cute scene. He's still writing something, like figuring things out, planning. And she's just here, also covered by some, I don't know, blanket. That is adorable. Elbaf, 81 years ago, dude. Years are running. Eastern Fishing Village. You finally had the baby. Ida, Harald, congratulations. See, this must be it, right? The birth of Loki. Thank you. Ida and I, unfortunately, we can't recognize your marriage. Some giants, I guess, is saying. Only pure blood can be permitted within the royal family. Damn it. Forgive me, Ida. All these issues boil down to culture. So that's Hyrudin. That's not Loki. Wait, Hyrudin was the older one? I don't remember the ages. But yeah, as they're saying, we can't recognize your marriage. It's like not pure blood. So let's see. Damn it. Forgive me, Ida. All these issues boil down to culture, she answers. Our feelings alone won't change things. And someone else is saying, you're always welcome in our village, Ida. What the heck? That's fucked up. That's like his true love. Isn't that great, Hyrudin? At least you can stay near your papa, she's saying, and Hyrudin is smiling happily. Gah! That is so weird. Harald, and like that's his one true love, someone who changed like his whole outlook on things, but like their marriage cannot be recognized. He's the king. What the heck? That is so unfair. Harald, meet your future bride. So I guess he had Hyrudin with the woman he loved, but then he had to marry someone he didn't love. Lady Estrid carries the noble blood of the ancient giants, and that's, I guess, Loki's mother. She's a woman truly fit to become a queen. Doesn't he have any power as a king to, like, change things? Can't he marry someone he loves? That's so fucked up. Okay. I was born in Alcohol Village. Wait, did I read this correctly? To the north. I'm a student of the Earthwind Arts. Oh, that's cool, Earthwind Arts. Elbaf, Alcohol Village, daughter from a prominent background, Astrid. And she's gorgeous, of course. But she has this kind of dangerous beauty that makes me feel like she has a mean personality. Which is maybe not right but to judge by the looks. it's not right, but I feel like that's how she's designed. I'm fated to love you for the rest of my life, she's saying. Forget about that Eastern woman and her bastard. Yeah, see, she's mean already. Oh no, that's Harold is like, wait up. The energies here are aligned to the east. This won't do at all, she's saying. The king's spirit is leaking out. Quick, shut the windows. What? Why are we shutting the windows? What? And that mirror, it's positioned in a lethal 5-star configuration. Dispose of it. Okay, so she just comes in with her feng shui and starts ordering around what he's supposed to do. His bride is chosen for him. So this is weird because as a king, he could completely turn some external politics around and some of internal politics, as I understand as well, to put Elbaf on a more peaceful path. So he obviously has some power, but then this, I don't know, like elder council or something that he has doesn't let him choose his wife. I can feel some kind of a dissonance, or maybe the council was okay with the politics, so they approved that, but they can't approve this, and they chose a bride for him. I feel so bad. Meet Asura, the horse of good fortune. Whoa. This horse is kind of wheel of fortune designed. It's a fine steed worthy of you, your majesty. Consider it a gift from my family. Astrid was her name, is saying, it's sure to bring you good fortune. It's huge. Why does it have 8 legs? Well, more legs, the better, maybe. Gods, take all the jewels and gold to my room, she's saying. Yeah, she's... okay. The king's vicinity should be focused on the energies of earth and wind. Also, inform the servants that from today onward, the king and I will take all our meals on silver platters. Isn't that just an indulgence, someone is thinking? Well, she loves to live big, obviously, but it's kinda also weird that she just comes in and starts giving out commands right and left, and Harold doesn't have like any say in it. She's not even his wife yet, she's his bride, and she's not even asking him like, how do you feel about like if we do this? And he says, yeah, sure. Like, there's no communication, he has no say in anything. 70-ish years ago, in this age, the rough seas still made travel between islands difficult. Elbaf's advanced navigation techniques intrigued other countries. There is a star which never moves, called the Pole Star. Kanji says North Star. Yeah, right, Polar Star. Полярная звезда. That's how we call it too, like Polar Star. Oh, really? Oh, he looks a little bit older now, obviously. That is quite interesting. Holding the ship like it's a toy. King Harold, you met the fishman? Yep, it's about time. I even saw mermaids. See, and he's still continuing trying to build these bridges between his country and other countries. The people carry the blood of the ocean. That's so beautiful way to put it. In their country, a prince was born by the name of Neptune, and it wasn't just fishmen and mermen around. The sea creatures themselves were coming together in jubilation. Wow! And everyone is listening to him. That's so cute. So he's coming home and telling these stories about his travel to the people of Elbaf. That is really sweet. 63 years ago, West Castle, Elbaf, while Harold was overseas. Congratulations, my queen. It's a healthy baby boy. His name is Loki. I spoke with the... so she's saying, his name is Loki. I spoke with the king about it. Are you sure? I feel like she just decided on the name herself, and she never spoke to the king about it, judging from what I saw before. Let me get a good look at my son's face, she's saying. Okay. I'm very bad at timings, but how many years? 81 years ago, she became his bride, and 63 years ago, she had Loki. So actually, Hyruddin's difference... 81 years ago, Hyruddin was also born, and 63 years ago, Loki was born. I guess in giant years, it's not a huge difference, right? But still, I'm bad at mathematics. It's about 20 years of difference, I suppose. Oh my gosh, Loki's face is demonic. Look at her reaction. She's horrified. Yeah, it's horrid. But also, like, look at her. She's this gorgeous woman with no horns. Harald is a big, bulky man with horns. And Ida, love of his life, she doesn't actually have horns. She was just wearing them for the show. But she, as I said, I think she's cute, but I don't think she fits this kind of gorgeous standards, right? But Khairuddin is pretty good looking, I suppose. Yeah, I'm just thinking about like Astrid's standards of beauty. So I bet how Loki looks is not what she expected. She's very unhappy. But also, he really does look like a little demon. That's crazy. Like he was turned by him or something. Yeah, it's horrid. Your Highness, it's freaking me out. What is that? This thing can't possibly be mine. I guess my thought was that it has horns. Loki has horns because he inherited them obviously from Harald. That is to be expected. But his eyes, I guess, horns aren't the only problem. His eyes also look very demonic. But now, seeing Loki nowadays, they don't look like that, I think. This thing can't possibly be mine. Oh my gosh, look at her reaction. Was she giving birth on a table? What is this? Anyways, she felt, she fell so far away from the bed. She crashed through the table as well. Oh my gosh. Your Highness, please calm down. Tell the king it was a stillbirth, she's saying. This is utterly unacceptable. It's cursed. Just look at it. It's a monster. Wait, what is it? So she had a kid and she wanted to hide it. She really hated, saw it as a monster and wanted it dead. Did she really kill this kid? Is this really Loki, or is this some kid that didn't survive? When the Prince of Elbaf stretched his arms into the air, no one was there to take those small hands in theirs, and he is already crying. Well, I guess that makes sense. He doesn't get what's going on, but the babies, they always cry when they are born. But I think here it's like an indication how it feels like when your own mom dejects you like that. Your Highness, stop this. That's the prince. Guess, is she trying to kill it? It is said that the most unfortunate souls are those rejected from birth by their own mother. Yeah, exactly. Listen to me. No child was born today. I forbid you from telling anyone, she's screaming. Where are you going? I'm returning to my village. I never want to give birth again. Oh, she is super pissed. Your Highness, Captain, it's coming from the realm of the dead. What's coming? This person is very scared. The realm of the dead. What about it? Her face looks so scary now. I like how she was presented as so like gorgeous, but now that she's so pissed, her face is so contorted, it looks so ugly. Also, look how she's packing her things. I think she's taking everything like valuable gold and sparkling into her suitcase. She's not a good person, but she's a very funny character. I like her. Oh gosh. What is going on? She dropped! Oh my, I didn't realize on the previous page where it said that the most unfortunate souls are those rejected from birth by their mother. We see like this small dot in the center of the frame. That's Loki. I suppose it is Loki, right? She just dropped him off. She took him here and dropped him out, like down in the realm of the dead, intending to kill him, intending to pretend this child was never born. But then on the last page, on the double page, we see poor Loki, kind of bloodied and hurt, already trying to climb up. This baby is growing fast. Usually they can't move at all when they're so tiny. Good job. Loki is a survivor. Holy shit. And that is kind of crazy because I feel like he was like, oh, like, Khairuddin is like a bastard born from another woman. When actually now this flashback is turning everything around, but because in reality, Khairuddin was born from a woman Harald actually loved, from the love of his life, the moment he wanted to marry if he could. And Loki was born actually from another woman, even though she was officially Harald's wife, and he was unwanted even by this woman, by his mother. So that's quite crazy here. And we see him trying to climb up. Soon after, Queen Astrid collapsed due to ill health. Does it mean she died? Is this euphemism for dying, or is she just very ill? No, she is talking. The spot of the child. It's becoming clear. This was foretold long before it came into the world. It is said that King Harald will someday be slain by his own son. Interesting. I guess this is her saying from her sick bed. Her bag's still packed near her bed. So there was really like because I guess it makes sense also why everyone would believe that King Harald was slain by Loki, because there was this kind of prophecy, it seems, that he will be slain by his own son. But as I said before, maybe it did happen in a way that King Harald was flipped and Kai couldn't be unflipped and was being like a huge danger to his own country, and Loki had to kill him. I think that could be a possibility, but okay, now we are talking about Loki personally, right? Meanwhile, Harald struggled against the walls of diplomacy, blocked by the world government. Again, why can't countries just be free? Yeah, world government is fucking everyone over. Poor King Harald. And meanwhile, Ida is talking to her little baby. Hey, he's your little brother. Don't you want to see the little guy? Oh my gosh, she's excited. She's such a sweet person. She's like, you got a little brother. Isn't that nice? Don't you want to meet him? Oh, if he's not your kid, Mom, then there's no way I can call him my little brother. Hyrudin is mad. Yeah, but you share a father. You are still brothers. Oh, sweetie, you are so cute, even when you say such awful things. Oh, she was very, very loving. From then on, every misfortune that struck Elbaf was chalked up to Loki's curse. The accursed prince is born. Okay, I guess, oh my gosh, that is so unfair to Loki, though. It gives much more perspective, I feel like, to his character and why he is the way he is, why the country treats him this way. I feel like it would be all so different without this stupid prophecy, which was kind of mentioned post factum, I feel like, here. But anyways, and mainly if this Astrid, if she didn't feel this way about her demonic son, and she would say like, well, doesn't look too cute, but I'm gonna love him anyway. Obviously, she didn't say that. She only likes beautiful things. But I feel like if Loki was brought up with love and without this expectation that he is some kind of demon that is going to kill his own father, I feel in this case, obviously things would have turned out quite differently. So wow, that was quite an interesting flashback. That was a fantastic chapter. I really enjoyed it, and I feel so bad for Loki. Holy shit. What are your thoughts on the chapter? Please share them in the comments down below, as well as your favorite moment. As usual, I feel like my favorite moment is actually Loki trying to climb up. That was crazy. He really survived there, and I feel like we can explain One Piece world and also giants, everything is different. Maybe he can move and he can climb even right after being born. Maybe that's normal, or maybe he is just so like super strong that this is specific for him, that he was this strong and this like far ahead that he could climb it. His will was so strong that he could climb back up and survive. So that was pretty damn cool. But wow, I'm even more excited to see now what actually happened there with him and King Harald. And I also kind of feel like going back to some chapters back, because like what happened to Ida, I don't remember. Did she die at some point for some reason? Because I feel like we had some flashback with little Loki and Hyrule, and Loki was all like, yeah, Hyrule, bastard son, loser, and blah blah blah, you don't even have horns, meh meh meh. And so it felt like Hyrule was treated more like this kind of outsider, but this chapter makes it seem like no, that actually Loki was treated like this kind of outsider, and maybe that's the reason why he was picking on Hyrule, so he could feel better about himself. So that is quite interesting. Well, okay, I think that would be it for today. As I said, please share your thoughts, but we'll see what the next chapter brings. Thank you for watching, and see ya.